Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now we are seeing a brand new Ethereum pattern that could change everything for Ethereum moving forward, so definitely stick around. First of all, starting off on the daily Ethereum chart and bringing out the Fibonacci retracement tool from the low in the middle of last year up to the all-time high. And of course, we have already broken below the golden pocket, which is the most important Fibonacci level, but we also have this 78.6% Fibonacci level coming in at around 2.1k to 2.2k in around 2,150 to be more precise. And that's pretty much where the price of Ethereum has bottomed out at least as of recording this video. And obviously, I mentioned yesterday that we should be expecting a bit of support around that sort of price level simply based on this January low. So as for levels of support to pay attention to, that has not changed since yesterday. And looking at the daily Ethereum RSI, obviously we entered into oversold territories just yesterday, which as I mentioned yesterday is a signal telling us that we could be due for a bit of a shorter term bounce from this level of support. Simply based on these other times where the RSI on the daily time frame has entered into oversold territories, we usually see at least a shorter term bounce in the price of Ethereum. But if you're looking at the 3-day Ethereum RSI, we did not make it all the way down towards oversold territories, but we got very close. And as I spoke about yesterday, that will be a signal that I'll be looking out for moving forward to potentially help determine a bit more of a bullish reversal, because basically the RSI on the 3-day chart entering oversold territories would kind of be the opposite of when the RSI gets a rejection from this line of resistance. And as you can see here, pretty much every single time where the 3-day Ethereum RSI has gotten a rejection from this descending line of resistance, that has resulted in more bearish price action on the larger timeframes. But even though the 3-day Ethereum RSI did not enter into oversold territories, what we can see here is actually a higher low in the RSI so far on this time frame and a lower low in the price action if you're looking at the 3-day candle closes. And considering the fact that the RSI is based on where the candle closes, not on the candle wicks or anything like that, we technically have a bullish divergence forming on the 3-day Ethereum chart, because we have now officially seen lower lows in the candle bodies on the 3-day Ethereum chart. Meanwhile, we've seen higher lows in the 3-day Ethereum chart at the time of recording this video, but I want to make it clear that technically speaking, this has not been confirmed at least just yet, because we still need to see at least another 3-day candle close, which is in around 2 days and 4 hours from now. And the reason behind that is because the RSI is not set in place until we see a candle close. So for example, if within the next few days, the price of Ethereum continues to dump and the RSI forms a lower low, then that would invalidate this bullish divergence and essentially it would have never formed. But this is definitely something important that I am keeping an eye on moving forward, because a massive bullish divergence like this on the 3-day time frame, if it ends up confirming, tells us that the price of Ethereum is losing a lot of bearish momentum on the larger time frames, which is obviously good because it means we might not necessarily see massive downtrends like what we saw at the end of 2021 leading into the beginning of this year if we confirm this massive bullish divergence. But for the time being, while this is still in its formation phase and it technically hasn't been confirmed, I'm still focusing on this 3-day Ethereum chart, which shows our first level of support sitting just underneath 2.2k. But technically speaking, we currently have an active bear flag on the chart, and the technical price target for that bear flag is sitting at around 1.7k, which we already know is massive support for Ethereum, as what we've seen during the middle of last year with that triple bottom. So Ethereum on the larger timeframes is really at an important time right now, because we haven't fully confirmed a break below the January low, the lowest point I'm talking about, not just the candle closes. And even though we do have an active technical price target at 1.7k, obviously that is just one price target from one pattern, and we do have another pattern that is potentially contradicting that price target if it does end up confirming in a little over 2 days from now. So of course, I'll be sure to keep you updated in these videos every day on this channel and in real time over on my Twitter. So if you have not followed me on my Twitter, make sure you're doing that, and the link is down below in the description and in the pinned comment. But just giving you a quick update on Ethereum versus Bitcoin, and yes, Ethereum is still holding up really well against Bitcoin, but as I've been mentioning over the past few days, just in the shorter term, according to the price oscillators, we are not currently seeing a lot of momentum in terms of the trend at the moment, which basically means we could be due for a bit of choppy sideways price action, as I've been saying over the past few days, and that's pretty much exactly what has been happening over the past few days, which basically means Ethereum versus the US dollar is performing very similar to how Bitcoin is performing against the US dollar. And the same can be said about the Bitcoin dominance chart here on the daily time frame. Once again, just over the past few days, we've been seeing a lot of choppy sideways sideways price action, which means Bitcoin is performing quite similar to a lot of the top altcoins out there, especially Ethereum. But considering the fact that the Bitcoin dominance is actually at an important range of support, we could potentially see a bit of a turning point here if we do end up forming a bit of a bounce, which would be bearish for the altcoins if that happens. But once again, the Bitcoin dominance still hasn't really decided what trend it's going to take, and instead it's still kind of in this choppy sideways range. So as for altcoin seasons or Bitcoin seasons, at least in the shorter term, there's not too much to expect moving forward. And once again, I'll be sure to keep you updated if anything changes. And if you want to maximize your profits in crypto, no matter if prices are going up, down, or sideways, then these videos popping up right here on your screen are definitely for you to watch. Because in both of these videos, I reveal how I continue to make money in crypto, whether or not prices are going up or down. But anyway, that is everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.